Banks and lenders are practically begging you to take on debt right now. It sounds insane, but it's true. And the reason behind it will blow your mind. In a market where housing prices are sky high and interest rates are through the roof, you might think this is impossible to get your foot in the door of home ownership. But what if I told you that there are programs out there designed to get you into your dream home with zero down payment? Now, imagine walking into your brand new home without having to shell out a dime for a down payment. I'm going to uncover 3 incredible down payment assistance programs that are turning dreams into a reality for so many people. One program offers up to $15,000, no interest and no monthly payments. Another is so new and aggressive that it's shaking up the market in a way we haven't seen before. And third, well, it's a game changer that most people don't even know exists, providing flexible terms that can fit almost anyone's financial situation. But that's not all. Why are lenders making it easy for you to get these loans, even when interest rates are at their highest? The answer might shock you and change the way you think about borrowing forever. Here's how you can take advantage of these life-changing opportunities and finally get your keys to your own home. Stay tuned because we're going to talk about the key to unlocking the dream of home ownership. Hey everybody, Darren Hunter here, back with another dive into the mortgage and real estate world. And today we're tackling a hot topic that it's literally on everybody's mind. Down payment assistance programs. These programs are more crucial than ever as we navigate these high interest rates and deal with the unaffordability of the housing market. So stick around because we're going to compare 3 fantastic down payment assistance programs available right now. But first, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you never miss out on the latest highlights. Down payment assistance programs are becoming incredibly popular. They're on any social media platform, they're all over the place. With interest rates high and housing affordability at all-time low, banks, wholesale lenders, and mortgage companies are rolling out these programs to keep the market moving. It's part of what's known as the interest rate fallacy. Essentially, lending actually becomes easier when rates are higher because lenders want you to take on more debt with these higher interest rates. May seem counterintuitive, but think about it for a second. It makes sense. Would you rather lend your own money at 2.5% or 8.5%? Let's go ahead and look at the different highlights we have at 3 of the different down payment assistance programs that are out there. And we're going to start with number 1, the one that you're hearing a lot of brokers talk about. That's the one at United Wholesale Mortgage, or UWM. All right, UWM has a 0 down payment program, purchase program. And if you're not familiar with what UWM is or who they are, you should be. If you're in mortgages or if you're in real estate, they are one of the largest lenders in the country. The CEO just recently bought the Phoenix Suns. He's big time. They are a wholesale lender. They primarily work with brokers, and they do a fantastic job, frankly. They bought into the brokers are better thing a while ago and have really helped brokers be competitive and profitable. I'm a direct lender, but I'm also what's called a correspondent lender and a broker as well. So I use UWM products and have used them in the past when the opportunity presents itself. So if you're working with a broker, there's a good chance your file is going to UWM. It's been real popular on social media this past month. Brokers have this option like I do, and it's a pretty good one. So let's break it down. There's 2 different options with the down payment assistance program. First off, UWM provides a second lien mortgage for 3% of the purchase price up to $15,000. The second lien has no monthly payments required and it collects 0 interest. Payments on the second lien can be made anytime, but they're not required. This may seem a little strange, but what you need to understand is that the money is not free necessarily. You owe this money when you sell or refinance it, and you'll pay it off just like a regular mortgage, but you don't have to actually make monthly payments. The point is it has to be paid back. Like I mentioned earlier, there is no interest or payment required. It is a lien on the home that stays subordinate to the first mortgage. In other words, it stays in second position. It stays subordinate. So how do you qualify? Number 1, borrowers must be at or below 80% of the area median income. And this area median income needs to be looked up to determine your eligibility. It goes from county to county. For Cherokee County, Georgia, it's $106,100 is the AMI, and 80% of that is $84,880. One of the cons of this program is that is right there. It only goes up to 80% of the area median income, which is going to eliminate a lot of folks that are trying to buy a property that's $500,000, $400,000, or it's going to make it very, very tight to get you qualified. At a 50% debt to income max, you're going to be limited as to what you can qualify, especially right now. We all know that. For the right family, it's perfect, but that 80% is a limitation that I think really hinders the capability of this program. And there's actually another sort of incentive for even lower income borrowers where they get an additional $2,500 credit that actually does not need to be repaid. The borrower needs to have a 620 credit score, and the LTV needs to be 95 to 97%. What's nice about this particular program, it's actually a conventional loan. It follows Freddie Mac guidelines. Most down payment assistance programs tend to lean towards the FHA side. FHA has this negative taste in a lot of people's mouth for whatever reason. They got burned by them in some time along their career, and so FHA has that sort of stigma against it. Now, let's talk about the Georgia Dream Peach Plus program. This one is relatively new and frankly quite aggressive for the Georgia Dream programs that are out there. If you've heard anything about the Georgia Dream, you may be thinking it's an actual myth because not too many folks get qualified for the mortgage. Honestly, I don't know that many lenders that have actually done one. Yes, a few, but for all the talk about it, you don't see too many closing, and that was primarily due to their income limits. Well, the Peach Plus program fixed that. They go up to 150% of the area median income. Again, using Cherokee County, 106,100 is the area median income. Multiply that times 150, you're at $159,150, which allows for many more borrowers to qualify for this program, and in my book, that is a pro. Here are some of the highlights. For their standard loan, 3.5% of the purchase price is the amount of the down payment assistance, but it does have a max cap of $10,000, which is less than a UWM one. It is an FHA loan. So many people have a bad taste about FHA loans in their mouth. However, it's a great option as far as the income is concerned. It does have another layer to the down payment assistance, which is the PEN program, protectors, educators, and nurses. As long as they're in that industry, you'll qualify. And it's 4% of the purchase price or a maximum of $12,500 for public protectors, educators, nurses, or any active military folks. And then there's a choice loan, which is 4% of the purchase price or maximum $12,500 for families with a member living with them that has a disability. So there's a couple different options. It is another great program. What the big highlight of this particular program on the Georgia Dream is the fact that the income limits have gone from basically 80% to 150%, which opens up so many people that hadn't qualified for Georgia Dream in the past. Now, obviously, this particular program expands affordable homeownership opportunities, no doubt about that. It's going to give a lot of folks that hadn't qualified an opportunity to qualify now. It is secured by FHA loans, which can be a con for many, but in my opinion, you're going to see FHA take more market share from Fannie and Freddie over the next several years. So what I would say is you may want to get used to it. FHA is absolutely coming for a larger portion of the market share. This program requires home buyer education workshops or counseling sessions, which is an added layer, which can be a con, but nothing significant in my mind. It's basically an hour out of the borrower's day that they have to take, and usually it's free. The program is perfect for those who fit within these specific criteria or these specific guidelines and need a little extra help with their current down payment. Remember, this down payment assistance program is not a no money out of pocket program. The additional money is helpful and is similar to the UWM program where it does not require payments and has a 0 interest rate. This money is still due, however. When you sell or refinance your home, it has to be paid. The biggest con to this program are the fact that the loan limit is $500,000 in most counties, $450,000 on some counties. Additionally, you cannot have more than $20,000 liquid assets remaining when you close on the loan. The last one is that it does require a final approval from the Department of Community Affairs in Georgia before you can close, which needs to be taken into consideration for the timing of your closing date. And certainly if you're working with a broker or working with a lender that has the Georgia Dream program, you need to make certain they're accounting for that. All right, lastly, I have an in-house program which we do right here in the office, which is a 2-in-1 program that allows for a second mortgage to be paid back and 100% forgivable second after 5 years in the home. And here's how it works. It is all based off an FHA loan program. So again, that can be a con for a lot of people. It is a 30-year fixed. The income goes up to 160% of the area median income. So it's the most aggressive for those with a 700 or less than a 700 credit score. The maximum LTV is 96.5%, up to a max loan amount of $548,250, which again, that absolutely can be a con when you're comparing it to the UWM program, which is based off Freddie Mac. So it's really going to be based off whatever the county loan limit is for that particular program. All right, here are the details for the down payment assistance portion. 3.5% of the sales are appraised value for down payment and or closing costs. 30-year term, no interest, no amortization loan with no monthly payments, but it is due upon the sale, refinance, or payoff of the first mortgage. There is another option where the down payment assistance has a note rate of 2% above the first mortgage rate that's paid back over a 10-year term. Why would it make sense for you to take out a first mortgage and then a second mortgage that does have to be paid back and does have payments? Well, the interest rate on the first. The interest rate on the first mortgage with this particular product is going to be much more favorable than the no down payment loans, because ultimately what's happening is that's being built into those interest rates to help fund the program itself. Here's one of the nice things about this particular program, one of the pros in my mind. You do not need to be a first-time home buyer. You do have to have a minimum credit score of 660, and of course it does have to be a primary residence. You cannot do this program if it's an investment property whatsoever. None of the programs whatsoever. This program is flexible and provides substantial support for buyers who may not qualify for other programs. So again, it's another great opportunity to take advantage of assistance on the down payment. So folks, there you have it. We just went through a quick rundown of all the different down payment assistance programs that are out there that can help you and your clients get into a home without breaking the bank. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like it, share, subscribe. And if you have any questions or need any information, drop me a comment below or reach out to me directly. That's another guaranteed down payment assistance program. Have a great day.